It's Boxing Mind TV. Y'all read the title? Let's get to it. I'm trying to make this short and sweet, man. So, I've been reading, and well, not reading, but I've been seeing videos and also reading a little bit the tweets and stuff. People thinking Terrence Crawford is ducking Gary Russell because Gary Russell is calling him out, constantly calling him out. So I guess Gary Russell is like a little bully to Terrence Crawford, whatever. So apparently Terrence Crawford is ducking Gary Russell, and people thinking like Terrence Crawford should fight Gary Russell. My take on it is that there's no need for him to fight Gary Russell. What's the reason? There's no reason for him to fight because he's not in his weight class. All right. He hasn't been moving up in weight, fighting bigger guys to show that he could perhaps, cause a challenge, challenge to Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't been showing that. So it's like, what's the reason? What's the reason for him to fight Terrence Crawford other than they have a little beef from the past that they want to settle in the ring? It's pointless. It's nothing to appease the fans. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna please us. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. Cause once Terrence Crawford fights him and say he beats him bad or he dominates him, Terrence Crawford is in a lose-lose situation. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't go up from fighting Gary Russell. It doesn't do nothing for his career other than squash a beef that he had in the past with Gary Russell. That's all it does. A personal beef. You know what I'm saying? It's not really. It doesn't do nothing for him. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford would get no credit for beating Gary Russell. What credit would he get? Beating a little guy. A little guy that never fought in that weight before. Now he haven't moved up to 130, 135 yet. You know what I'm saying? And I was going back and forth with a guy on YouTube about it. We were debating or whatever. And he got to the point where he said, did Errol Spence get credit for beating Mikey Garcia? And my response was that not Gary Russell, but Mikey Garcia is a different situation than Gary Russell. Because Mikey Garcia was actually moving up in weight, fighting bigger guys, and he's beating them. He's dominating them. And he's winning titles. You know what I'm saying? And he fought at 140 before he went back down to, I believe, 135. Then went and go fight Errol Spence. So the buzz was there that Mikey Garcia could possibly beat Errol Spence. Maybe he could find that open hole. And he was talking about it like the whole year. I believe that whole year he was talking about, or the year before, he was talking about fighting Errol Spence. He want to fight Errol Spence. And he really, he went to that. You know what I'm saying? He actually got there to fight Errol Spence. So he was talking about it for a while. And he actually was climbed up to get to that point. But Gary Russell's not doing that. He's not being guy. He's not creating that buzz for fans to want or to even think about him fighting Terrence Crawford. Other than they have a beef. They had a beef in the past, and he had his story. Terrence Crawford had his story. You know what I'm saying? So it's really nothing there for real to really clamor for. You know what I'm saying? Other than they had a beef. It's really. Why would Terrence Crawford fight Gary Russell? It doesn't do nothing for his professional career. May do something for his personal reasons. You know what I'm saying? But for his professional career, it doesn't do nothing for him. It's a waste of a fight that he could have been using to fight the likes of Keith Thurman, likes of who else? Kell Brook. Sean Porter, even though they kind of going around each other, him and Sean Porter, they should fight each other. But he could be doing that, fighting those guys. Why we waste his time fighting Gary Russell, a guy that hasn't fought above 126, I don't know how long. So it's pointless. It doesn't do nothing for his career. You know what I'm saying? The only way Terrence Crawford probably will fight Gary Russell is for the publicity. You know what I'm saying? Because if them two fight, knowing that they have a backstory, it's personal. Gary Russell punched him in the mouth. They almost fought, in the amateurs or whatever before they became professional. And so they could build up on that, you know what I'm saying? The drama, the press conference, the drama from that, and people will clamor, probably clamor to that drama, you know what I'm saying? People love negativity. They're gonna feed. People love getting fed negativity, so people will watch it from that point. And you know, it's good publicity, I guess, you know what I'm saying? And people will talk about it. People write articles about it, and you know, all that little stuff. But in the end, though, the aftermath of it, Terrence Crawford winning the fight, and even if he loses the fight, if the slim chance he loses the fight, it's all bad on Terrence Crawford either way. You know what I'm saying? It's a lose situation for Terrence Crawford. He doesn't go up from here at all. He just stays in the same. If anything, he stays right where he's at right now, the level he's at, of, you know, being, you know, known as a better fighter. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't do nothing for Terrence Crawford at all to fight Gary Russell, unless he just wants to, you know, take care of personal beef real quick while this COVID shit is happening. It doesn't do nothing. So that shit about Terrence Crawford ducking Gary Russell, that shit don't hold no weight. You know, no weight to me. It don't hold no weight. I don't know if it holds weight to y'all. Y'all comment and let me know, but I can't see how it holds weight. You know what I'm saying? It's pointless to fight him, for real. Pointless. I mean, I know people saying like, well, if Terrence Crawford fights another bum and whatever, but I mean, he could fight Gary Russell, but I just like, it's to me, it won't do nothing for his career. It won't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? At least he could fight a bum and be like, shit, the bum was used to the weight limit. He used to fight in that weight limit. You know, I fought a dude that dude was in front of me. But Gary Russell, I mean, he's skilled, but Terrence Crawford has everything. He has all the advantages. He's bigger, he's longer. You know, shit. They both got speed. He can counter. You know, Terrence Crawford is a good counter puncher. You know, Gary Russell, he's a good counter puncher too, but he never fought at that weight before. He never fought, you know, close to that weight. So you can't really compare him. You don't know what to expect from Gary Russell. You know what I'm saying? What if he comes in there sluggish, moving a little slower, he got a little more weight on him? You just never know. So it's like, it's pointless. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford in a beating his ass or something, you know, and it's like, oh, that's not the Gary Russell we used to. Well, shit. He signed the contract, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what y'all wanted. It's what he wanted. You know, he called them out. So, but it's pointless. It doesn't do nothing for Terrence Crawford's career, man. Like I said, the only reason he can fight him is for publicity. You know what I'm saying? During this COVID shit, and, you know, can't get the big fights because you can't get the money that you want probably for the big fights. It's just a fight just to, all right, just do it. A fun fight, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Settle a personal beef in the ring and shit, but it doesn't hold no weight. It doesn't do nothing for his career. That's what I'm getting at. It doesn't do nothing for Terrence Crawford's career. And so I just want people to squash that little Terrence Crawford's ducking Gary Russell. He's not ducking him. It's pointless to fight him. It doesn't do nothing for his career. Terrence Crawford would get no credit for fighting Gary Russell. It would just be, if anything, it'd be just a highlight for him, a highlight reel. If he beats his ass, knocks him out, whatever. It's really nothing for him though. It doesn't do nothing for him. It doesn't elevate him in the game of boxing. So not in the game, but in the sport of boxing, it doesn't elevate him in no way. So y'all let me know what y'all think. And I probably went a little bit over than what I wanted to, but shit. I mean, what y'all think, man? Because it's pointless, man. It's pointless for them to fight Gary Russell. Yeah, you know, if Gary Russell really want that work, show that you want that work. Move up in weight. Fight these guys in higher weight classes. And then get that shit buzzing. Then you go after Terrence Crawford. That's what you really want, right? So show how bad you want it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. Show how bad you want it. You seen what Mikey Garcia did, you know, and he was talking about it, and he was beating them guys that was bigger than him, taking their titles and shit. So yeah, and you know, do that. Do that if you really want Terrence Crawford. You can't just jump up and then fight Terrence Crawford off for just talking some trash, or you mad about, you know, how the story came out and what he said and what you said, and you know, you kind of just, you know, want to read some frustration on him. But just do that, you know, do it the right way. If you really want Terrence Crawford, do it the right way, and then y'all can settle y'all beef. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think, man. It's Boxing Mind TV, and I'm out.